My name is Brian Tucker. I'm an advanced certified clinical hypnotherapist, licensed professional coach, and the owner of Begin Again Life Coaching right here in beautiful Chicago, Illinois. At Begin Again, we help people make major shifts and improvements in their lives. We help them feel better so that they can do better and create more of what they want in their lives. We do this using the latest research from neuroscience, psychology, hypnosis, and other alternative therapies and modalities to help people make those monumental changes in their lives. I started this process probably 10 years ago when I was faced with my own limitations, my own insecurities, lack of confidence. I could play the role, I could put on a nice suit, look good, smell good. I could fool everybody, but inside, I was broken, torn up, disgusted, felt like I was going nowhere, and I knew something was wrong, especially when I felt I was capable of producing so much more in my life, but it wasn't happening. So I asked the question, what's wrong? What's wrong with me? And more importantly, can I change it? So I began this process 10 years ago in Salt Lake City, Utah, when I joined a class, a life coaching seminar. And there were 30 or 40 people from around the world as part of this class. And the teachers and trainers went around to each one and asked the question, what brought you here? What brought you here? And most of them said, I'm here because I want to make a difference. I want to change lives. I want to help people allow their light to shine. Well, when they came to me, I clearly told them, I'm not here for nobody. I'm here to fix me. I'm here to deal with my limitations, my insecurities, my weaknesses. I'm here because I feel I'm capable of so much more, yet my outer results are way below that. I'm not here for anybody else. Well, in the course of that year, I made so many monumental, significant changes. My relationships changed, my finances changed, my confidence and sense of inner joy and optimism skyrocketed. I knew a significant cataclysmic change was happening in me. This is what I want for you. You can experience the same thing. If you're dealing with anxiety or depression and you want to shift into something that's better, you can. Or if you're someone that's experiencing success, doing well in life, but yet you want to take it up a notch, you can. If you're someone that's dealing with past dramas and traumas in your life, like I was, and you want to cut the cord on that baggage so that you can move forward into a much happier, better state, you can. These are the things that we do, and we have a proven track record of success. Hypnosis, hypnotherapy, or guided imagery is a science that's being used and incorporated all throughout the medical industry and in the counseling and therapeutic profession. It's a science that works. It allows new change, brand new, fresh information to be planted in your subconscious or in the deeper parts of your brain where brand new ideas, brand new stories take root and begin to grow. And the outer result is your behavior begins to change, and that is the precursor to you creating brand new manifestation of many desirable outcomes for your life. The process works. The process works. If you want to make changes in your life, you're in the right place. We'll show you how to retrain your brain. We'll show you how to take over your brain and give your brain orders as opposed to your brain giving you commands and orders that don't make you feel good, that create negative moods. We'll shift all of that for you and we'll show you how to do it. I guarantee it.
Train your brain to feel good. Eliminate negative thoughts. Turn transition into triumph. Replace bad habits and patterns. Get unstuck. Can you benefit by working with an expert to make positive change? If you're ready to discover new strategies to move your life forward from where you are and where you've been to a more desirable and optimistic place, then call Begin Again Life Coaching now. Our experts will work directly with you to help you refocus and reimagine a brand new you. Call now to schedule your appointment. 773-239-0777. Begin again.
From advanced clinical hypnotherapist and professional life coach Brian Tucker comes the new audio book, Begin Again Now. In this system, Brian provides powerful new insights to train your brain to feel good so you can laugh, love, and accomplish more. Eliminate negative thoughts due to depression and turn transition into triumph. Replace bad habits and patterns with new habits that produce great results. Get mentally and emotionally unstuck and reach new levels of productivity. And align yourself with your passion, talent, dreams, and desires. This state-of-the-art, brain-focused program was created using the latest research from neuroscience, psychology, hypnotherapy, and personal development, and is designed to make you feel better so you can do better and gain more out of your life. From advanced clinical hypnotherapist and professional life coach comes the new audio book, Begin Again Now. What has brought you here? What's got you here today tuning in? What's the issue, the limitation, the negative belief that you have about yourself? What are the issues and the conditions of your past are you still living with right now that are holding you back, holding you down, and you feel the gravity not allowing you to move forward, to excel or exceed? People that are really motivated to making a change, they seek out professional help to get the guidance and the support that they need. So congratulations for tuning in today. You're one of those people. And in this place, you are going to learn how to grow. We empower people to live more fulfilling and satisfying lives through strategies and techniques supported by research in psychology, neuroscience, and hypnosis. I want to talk to you about change. Shifting from where you are to a much better place. A shift in mindset that empowers you to feel better, do better, and gain more of what you want. The analogy is like going from point A to point B. And the assumption is that point B is a whole lot better than point A. So what do you want to change? What's your point A? Where are you along your life's journey? We all want to grow, improve, do better, make more money, have more fun, more meaning, or more peace in our lives. But so often we feel stuck and can't seem to make any progress. Or we're dealing with high levels of anxiety and stress, or feeling depressed and unmotivated. There are others who know they're capable of so much more, but aren't experiencing it, yet they want to. People who need help setting and reaching new goals, finding their passion and their purpose, or simply who want to increase optimism and confidence. All of these scenarios exist as a result of your life's experiences, along with the internal conversations with yourself and the brain's interpretation of those ongoing, non-stop, typically negative conversations. These create the foundation of your beliefs and how you feel about yourself. For example, you may say to yourself, I'm not good enough, or I'm unattractive, I'm broke, I'm worthless, I feel like crap. Those words, those beliefs are transmitted to the brain. Then the brain creates pictures and images of an unattractive you, or you as a loser, or you as an old person aging quickly, or a worthless you. Those mental pictures and images or thoughts, they dictate your mood, how you feel, how you act, and they ultimately dictate the results and consequences that you're creating and producing in your own life. In other words, if you see yourself as old, you may stop doing fun things. If you see yourself as unattractive, you may become unconcerned about your dress or your personal appearance. If you feel you're not good enough, you'll stop trying to be productive. Simply put, you create more of the same, and your messages and beliefs, which turn into internal self-portraits, become a self-fulfilling prophecy. Fortunately, the principle works in the positive. Positive images, that is, images and beliefs about yourself that are positive, are rewarded with appropriate behavior that in turn produce results that make you feel good about yourself and in turn make you productive, optimistic, and healthy. Your thoughts create images that shape your reality. And I was talking about the images that we create in our minds based on our thoughts and how those images dictate our reality. I want you to create a few images for yourself. So I want to ask you, just imagine a miracle happens in your life tomorrow. Everything that you desired for your life, and you're feeling wonderfully satisfied because you've accomplished it. Just take a moment and tell me, how would you know the miracle happened? What would be the evidence? What would you see? What would you hear people saying to you? What would you be saying to yourself? What would you be feeling? So start with, what would you be seeing? What would the experience be like? Will you be in an office, brand new car, brand new home?
I would be in a high-rise apartment, new car. I would have my house well furnished, everything that I would like. I'd be comfortable.
How much money would you have in the bank?
I would go into my Chase account and look at my balance in the morning, just for fun, and I would see $380,000 in my checking account.
Mm-hmm. And how would that make you feel? What would be the emotions?
I would feel like I had arrived, that all that I had worked for had come to fruition, that I had met my destiny.
And what emotions would be surging in your body at that point?
I think contentment, safety, security.
Mm-hmm. Good. And what would you be saying to yourself, having that happening in your life?
You doubted yourself, but look, you really made it happen for yourself. Yeah, that's what I would be saying.
And what would others be saying to you?
Well, I already knew you were going to do it anyway. Something like that.
Uh-huh.
Something like they foreshadowed all this to come. Yeah.
So for a minute, I'm going to play one of those other people.
Okay.
Congratulations, Zena. I am so proud of you.
Oh.
I knew you could do it, just like you knew you could do it. Harvard professor Stephen Koslin, one of the world's leading investigators in the field of mental images, has done extensive research on the impact that mental images have on your brain. So let's say you're sitting on the beach, relaxing, taking in a soft breeze, the warm sunshine, and the sounds of the waves hitting the shore. Let's say while you are enjoying the beach, you are connected to an MRI machine that's mapping and taking a picture of your brain activity while you're having this experience on the beach. Now, let's say 3 weeks later, while away from the beach, you are again wired to an MRI machine, and you simply recall the memory of sitting on the beach, and you remember what you saw and what you heard and what you felt. And the MRI takes another snapshot of your brain while having this memory. When that picture is compared to the original MRI picture of when you were actually on the beach, they are identical. In other words, that part of your brain can't tell the difference between something that's real from something that is imagined or remembered. We know this to be true, for example, when you think about having a bad dream or a nightmare. What happens? You wake up. Your brain wakes you up. It doesn't say, oh, this is just a dream, relax, it's okay, keep sleeping. It says, no, danger. It senses danger. It sends cortisol, adrenaline to wake you up because it perceived that dream to be reality. What's the impact of all of this? When you repeatedly say negative things about yourself, beat yourself up, judge yourself, you are creating appropriate images in your brain that your brain perceives as reality. And the more you give your brain a healthy diet of those negative images, your brain perceives it as reality, and the brain does what it's supposed to do. It creates more of the same. You are creating your reality. So often, we have these images that are burned in our brain, imprints from our life, even from our childhood. These internal images dictate who we are in life right now. Quite often, those images that shape us also reveal to us our regrets. So on that note, Tammy, what are some of the regrets you have? Or what's one regret that you may have about your life?
I guess the biggest regret that I would say is the fact that I didn't launch my business when I had planned to. I had gotten right to that point, momentum was starting to build, and my client base was growing, and I had this plan to start. And then something happened in my life, and it caused me not to slow down, but I stopped.
I hear you.
And I never went back to it.
I understand. You know, some years ago, I had a conversation with my grandmother. My grandmother lived till she was 100 years old. And when she was 100, I asked her a simple question. What are your regrets? And she said to me, her biggest regrets were that she was never ambitious, and she didn't shoot for goals. She didn't strive for goals. But my grandmother had a rich, beautiful life, lots of friends, activities, even at 100 years old. So I asked her, why was that a regret? Why was it a regret that you didn't strive for goals or have ambition? And she simply said, baby, it's because I knew I was always capable. Now, when she told me that, it floored me. I mean, that really floored me. Here's a woman with a beautiful, rich life. She knew she was capable, but yet she didn't do it. She didn't. So that begs the question, what was in her internal image? What was in her mind? What was the dialogue throughout those years that said, don't do it, don't reach, don't strive, don't try to excel. Stay here, stay in your comfort zone. So on that note, Tammy, I will pose that question to you. What is in your internal conversation? What's the dialogue? What's the images in your mind as it pertains to starting your own business that allowed you to put the brakes on and not move forward?
I think part of it was not having the courage to push past that point based on where I came from. And it sounds kind of silly to be standing here saying that to you, but you know, I still have that little girl inside of me that didn't have a whole lot in the family, didn't have that success conversation that was in the household, didn't have much positivity that was instilled in her. And, you know, everyone looks at me and thinks that, you know, I'm successful, but there are still those doubts that I have based on how I was raised and those things that were taught in the household that are really hard to let go of, even for me as I look at myself. But I think that's really what stopped me. It's at that level when I said, well, if I launch this business, then all of these people are going to be dependent on me to be successful. Then I have to do it. Then I have to make sure that I grow and build, because then now everyone's going to be watching me.
Right.
So that just kind of stopped me, I would say. And I guess I just came to that realization right now, sitting here with you. But it's all of those things that I thought made me stronger, and probably they have, but there's still some things that causes me to doubt Tammy.
I hear you. So even that little girl who's having that internal dialogue with you that has you put the brakes on and stop because she was aware of the limitations as a child, she's still prevalent in you. She's there. And in some cases, on some levels, possibly trying to keep you safe and protect you from something. However, what's happening is there's this internal dialogue, an internal inner sabotage. On the one hand, you want the belief, you want the business, the $1 million business. On the other hand, there's the pushback from this part of you that says, no, not yet, don't do it. So I want to offer a way of thinking that may help and minimize that internal dialogue. So if you think about that other voice that says, no, don't do it. Let's say it's like my left hand. Now, I'm right-handed. I do everything. I write with my right hand. I throw a baseball with my right hand. Most of my gestures are with my right hand. But God knows I need my left hand. I need it. I can't be without it. My point is, that inner voice that says, oh, no, don't do it. Even though you weren't exposed to these positive ideas and the possibility of accessing your dreams, that part of you is a part of you, just like my left hand is a part of me. And in that regard, if you can choose to embrace that part of yourself, not push it away, not put it behind the scenes, but if you can embrace that part of you and share with that part of you what the new vision is, this $1 million business. And if you pose the questions that say, who can I help? How many lives can I feed into by launching this business? How will my life be different? When you do these things and you ask these questions to that aspect of yourself, now you are bringing that part of you into the fold and is becoming part of the bigger vision. So, whereas the vision may have been over here, $1 million business, she was here all along stopping you, but now she's part of the vision. And you could bring them together. And in bringing them together, have them on the same page, moving in the same direction toward the same goal. Now, considering that, how does that feel or how does that sound to you?
It makes sense, but I guess a part of me always thought that had to change. That part of me had to change, had to be minimized in order to become better as myself.
Right.
But now I understand that I can bring her along with me because she offers the energy and the background that I need in order to have a successful $1 million business.
Absolutely. She is the other half of you,
Right.
so to speak. She brings many resources to the table that will help you achieve that $1 million level and multi-million-dollar level. So we don't want to push those opposing forces and parts of ourselves into the background. No, not at all, because then you're living with conflict. You bring those opposition forces to the forefront. You consider them and you make them part of your larger vision, your bigger vision, because this force, this opposing force, was never against you, always wanted to keep you safe, protect you, keep you secured. Now that they're part of this bigger vision, they can do that. And now when you have them all working in the same direction, on the same page, you have synergy. At Begin Again Life Coaching and Hypnosis, we stop that trend. We turn it around. We help you retrain your brain in such a way that it works for you, not against you.
Train your brain to feel good. Eliminate negative thoughts. Turn transition into triumph. Replace bad habits and patterns. Get unstuck. Can you benefit by working with an expert to make positive change? If you're ready to discover new strategies to move your life forward from where you are and where you've been to a more desirable and optimistic place, then call Begin Again Life Coaching now. Our experts will work directly with you to help you refocus and reimagine a brand new you. Call now to schedule your appointment. 773-239-0777. Begin Again.
Thanks for tuning in today. I hope you gained some awarenesses and insights that you didn't have before about what's possible for your own life right now. Let's continue this journey together. Until that time, be sure to pick up the CD set so that you can begin implementing the principles and the concepts that we talked about in this program. And then let's connect next week at the same time. I'll look forward to seeing you then. Till then, I'm Brian Tucker with Begin Again. From advanced clinical hypnotherapist and professional life coach Brian Tucker comes the new audio book, Begin Again Now. In this system, Brian provides powerful new insights to train your brain to feel good so you can laugh, love, and accomplish more. Eliminate negative thoughts due to depression and turn transition into triumph. Replace bad habits and patterns with new habits that produce great results. Get mentally and emotionally unstuck and reach new levels of productivity. And align yourself with your passion, talent, dreams, and desires. This state-of-the-art, brain-focused program was created using the latest research from neuroscience, psychology, hypnotherapy, and personal development, and is designed to make you feel better so you can do better and gain more out of your life. From advanced clinical hypnotherapist and professional life coach comes the new audio book, Begin Again Now.